American angler, you're up with the sun, with a fish on your line, your day's just begun. American angler, on lake, sea, and stream, you're living the good life, catch the one of your dreams. You're reeling him in with your back to the wind, no, they'll never believe this back home. American angler, the thrill's all your own.
Mean hombre, mean hombre. Get him over here, Cook.
Well, grab him when he goes by.
All right.
Yeah, that'll start.
Boy, is that fish stout and thick shoulder. That's the way you're supposed to start the morning.
I don't know whether I can handle 5 or 10 or 20 of them in an
What do
hour
you think
or
of
not,
that?
but I'll try. I like it.
From just south of Mazatlan, Mexico, I'm Pat Traynor. Welcome to the American Angler. As you can see, we're bass fishing, big time. We're the guests of Ron Speed's Lodge here at El Salto. And my guest this morning is none other than Mr. Ken Cook, Bassmaster Classic champ, and Tammy Cook, his wife.
Hi.
You ready to catch them, Tammy?
You bet. I'm ready.
We're here in early spring. Got a lot of brush in the water, grass. And we're going to catch you a bunch of big fish today on a spinnerbait. This lake is kind of noted as a trophy lake. You can catch a lot of small fish, a lot of males up right now. But the one thing about this lake is that you can, on any given cast, catch a fish between 10 and 15 pounds. They're in here. That's what you come to this lake for, to catch big bass. You stay with us, we're going to catch you some. That fish a little stout, was he, Ken?
I said after I thought he was done, he like pulled me out of the boat. Boy,
These things just,
those little ones will lull you into a false sense of security. And you jerk the little guys out of the water, and then one of that guy's size hits it.
So you telling me when I catch a big one, I better hang on?
No, I'm telling you, you better pull hard.
we may have to hang on to you.
Really, they may pull you out of the boat.
That'll be all right.
There is just so much cover in this lake, and there's a lot more of that size fish in here than one would think.
They've done that. I did get one little deal too. I might have went to 25-pound test big game in here because I know this cover is bad. And they do know where home is.
We had an opportunity to fish this lake a year ago, and even though we've got what I would consider not a good spinnerbait type conditions, it seems to be the bait that produces the best quality fish.
Well, that sure makes me mad.
But now this one's not a big one, but it's a fish.
A little bit better than average so far. Well,
Come out of that bush. Here a 2-pounder can just be an arm load now. That's a pretty nice little bass.
well, that's better than the average little bitty one. But I'll tell you, it ain't hard to tell when you catch one of them big
These
ones.
fish are so warm. This water's about 70 degrees.
Is it? They were warm yesterday.
And these fish are real close
I think they're
to
pretty
being
typical.
ready to do it, don't you think, Ken?
Yeah, I think, look, from what I can see so far, pre-spawn type, they're on these little secondary points. You know, just about ready to go back up into these flat pockets where they probably spawn. And in that condition, a lot of times they'll bite a spinnerbait. Boy, it sure makes me mad. I hate to hit that heartthrob.
Are you rolling it pretty slow?
No, I've been kind of pulling it and stopping, just pulling and pausing
I've been just kind of wallering mine around.
Yeah, loafing it. Pull it and let it go down a little bit.
What you got?
Pretty good fish right there.
He kind of bowed you up, didn't he? That's a pretty decent little bass.
Come on, guy. Go one more time.
Out of 2.5, 3-pounder.
Yeah, they're jumpers. That's shallow water fish. He's got a nice belly on it. Got a nice belly on the fish, see? Been eating some of them threadfin that Ron put in here. Or something. Put him over on this side.
They're getting healthy. They're not biting my worm too good though this morning.
Yeah, you probably ought to keep on testing it.
I'm gonna throw it a time or two more.
I may catch at least one more on my heartthrob. Tammy will get it.
I ain't gonna let her have it.
Second time around. Big?
Key the fish.
Big.
Key the fish.
Nice one.
You're gonna have me in the
Boy,
brush.
you're in a bad place. Keep his head up. You got him.
And that's
You
the
handle
spot.
Key the fish.
That's the good spot you wasn't gonna let Tammy have.
That was a spot, Tammy. There he was. He was back in there in the bush.
I'll check out for the big one. That's
a right night bass. Ouch.
Are we having fun yet?
I got sore thumbs. Look at the healthy, pretty, stout fish.
If that had been a 10-pounder, he would have had you in a bad place, wouldn't he?
Thank you, thank you.
That'll make me
Boy,
stand
did
up.
he
again.
ever destroy my spinnerbait. Big
They are
boy,
relatively destructive on
you
spinnerbait.
get back down in there. You were a lot of fun now. Thank you.
Tammy, it's your turn.
Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Baby's in the water. Hog's on the bank.
Ken, you throwing a tandem or single?
Yeah, I'm throwing the classic model 3/4 ounce. You know, the most popular model is the tandem willow leaf, but it just doesn't cast as well to me. That's one reason I like the single. Big willow leaves tend to want a wind flutter bad enough as it is.
You get that in this time, let's take a look at it.
Single is, to me, cast easier. And fishing at a slower retrieve like the fish seem to want. Hello.
Got one, Pat?
No, I got a nice bush. Well, but how about that set? Did you know that? I'm telling you. If that had been a 10-pounder, I'd have had him.
Let's take a look at that. A single is, it's just a single classic model heartthrob, and it's got one willow leaf.
That's about a,
chartreuse and red to still my color.
is that a 5 blade you got on there?
7.
7?
Pretty good sized blade, and if you put 2 of them on there, a 5 and a 7 is what we normally use on the tandem willow leaf. The wind really wants to make it go wah wah wah. How'd it go? Tammy!
What was that?
Missing bank here. And I like to fish the tandem willow leaf when I'm reeling it real fast, but this is pull and drop kind of fishing. To me, a single works better.
I want to ask you something. How come a willow leaf over a Colorado?
Water's clear. It seems to me that the fish like the less vibration by the willow leaf and the clear water. Fish have told me that. I'm sure they'd probably bite a Colorado blade. And I like to fish the Colorado blade when the water's cold and you're fishing it real slow. More throb, more vibration. Willow leaf's a little easier to pull, and I'm just kind of lazy. I mean, they're biting it, so why change? It ain't broke, don't fix it.
Boy. No shortage of places to throw.
Well, there he was.
Bambino.
A little bit better. Get him up through all these bushes. Come on, big boy,
Bad.
you're not that mean.
He's bad. You're out pretty color.
Bad
To
hombre.
him in this water.
Boy, these things are pretty. I'll tell you what, their little old teeth for bass are sharp now.
Part piranha.
I brought a glove. Would you like it?
No,
I remember last year.
we kind of got scarred up a little bit, didn't we?
I got started, but I didn't like it one bit.
I'm gonna get you another one right here.
I showed that thumb to everyone that I knew.
She had it plasticized.
That's right.
I got bit again.
I bet these are bedding fish. They're not just hammering, hitting at it. fighting it. Buck's back in there on the bed, trying to establish the territory.
He took my tail right off of it.
Establish this one's territory.
You got him?
Little guy, he's just in the tree. Got him.
Got him.
I got it too.
You got it too, don't you, sweetheart?
Don't knock me off.
Why not? You haven't been wet all day.
Getting a lot of bites. We're not sticking all of a sudden.
Oh, that's little bucks, I think, fighting it. There's one. Little one.
Little buck.
He's a skiing. Barefoot. Barefoot and big gaming. Loose. I like it.
Be so.
Pat's gonna get me saying that.
Be so?
Be so. Patrick.
He's bushed.
All right, look at that. Oh, man. Man.
Run him in the troll motor, go ahead. I'll make him a lot bigger.
We're gonna help you out there, Pat.
All right. Heavy fish, heavy fish.
Heavy.
What
Heavy.
did you do, Pat? Changed to a white, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got a new color. What in the world? Look at that fish.
Ain't the
My
old
word.
gumbo, didn't he? How about that, Tambo?
He kind of
Tambo.
grabbed that thing, didn't he?
He's a little bit bigger than the last one.
Tambo and the mogumbo.
Let me get out of your way, Tammy, where they can take a look at that fish. He just came from nowhere, didn't he?
He sure did. He was lost. That mogumbo worked.
El
Oh,
Dinko.
he ran up there and got it. That palm tree has to come to a point there. I'm not sure how many little ones you got to go through to catch a big one, but I'll tell you, we're going through them pretty fast.
They like my little one.
If you have to catch 100 little ones to catch one big one, that'd happen about that once an hour, wouldn't it? Because we catch about 100 an hour. Sure. Where is he, Tammy? Where'd he go?
Well, get him out.
Right.
That's a good-looking little fish.
Bring him out. Don't let him beat you.
On a worm. On the old jerkworm.
You know,
Jerkworm bass.
You got him?
I got him.
You handle him?
I handle him.
Handle it, handle it.
Pretty nice fish, lady.
I can just get a little bit bigger each time I catch.
That'll
By
work.
the end of the day, I should come in big one, huh?
Big ones are beating us.
Tammy's catching all the good ones.
I bet you I could probably go over in there and hook one of them. I have a hard time getting in. I'll tell you what, there's so many places that you could throw. It's like, I'll get into it. Oh, such a bad place over there. I didn't figure I could possibly ever get a fish out of it, so I'd throw in there.
I know one thing. You
Here.
cook.
You know what?
Sorry.
Good? Okay.
Oh, I had no one with him. It's dark as his tail was.
Yeah, it's got a dark tail, doesn't it? Okay, I'll come around. Come here, you. Ow.
Pretty nice fish.
My thumb's getting sore again, Pat.
Boy, they
I
are.
do.
Getting,
I think you're right. These Mexican fish do have
they got sharp
bigger
teeth now. They have that.
Pretty good fish, Pat. Nice.
Ornery.
Look how dark. They seem to be darker right here.
It's real clear water. And dark.
Clear and dark and deep. Yeah.
I mean, those things are tough now. I mean tough.
Oh, good grief.
Another one.
Jerked me out of the boat right there.
He hit you.
Y'all looking over there at that. This one like to have jerked me right slam out of the boat. Come here, you. Yep, that'll work. Ow. Well, he's got a belly on her. Oh, see why? Got a purse. Got a sloppy tail.
Let me see.
See?
Oh, it sure does.
So you can see it bulging right here on his belly. Trying to get my spinnerbait too, wasn't he?
About a 5.
He's showing up, isn't he? Show off.
Frisky 5. He come off the bank, Ken?
Hello, goodbye.
That was okay. Yes, not.
Oh, there's a joint.
Got a gorilla bass on. Coming out of there. Better step down. It's a bona fide good one.
Oh, I thought he was gonna kill me.
You gotta yank quick, don't you?
Man, I saw that fish come up and eat this spinnerbait.
I don't think I've ever seen you move so fast.
You think I pulled that one out of the bushes?
To say the least.
I'd say that fish was back in there a ways.
That's a record time now.
Oh, whew. And they had me winding on that one now.
Isn't he pretty?
Did a good job
They
getting
are
him out of
pretty
there.
Fish. That little fish looks like she's pretty spent. Look at that.
Yeah, looks like she has spawned.
Yeah, really. I saw the fish. That old spinnerbait hit the water, and I moved it about 2 feet, and she come whoosh.
She come right off that moss, didn't she?
Yeah.
Right at the edge of it.
Whoosh. I mean, just came and ate it. I'm gonna sit down on that one.
Sit down on that
Straighten
one.
my spinnerbait back out. It's shortly.
Well, you
sort of
lucky
wrecked.
to get that one out of there.
Well, that's why it was coming, and I was bringing it.
She did a good job.
It did pick an open slot to come out.
It kind of straightened your wire out a
Did
little
kind
bit.
of bend my spinny bait. Pulled the skirt down, pulled the trailer worm down, bent my wire, tired me all out. Y'all go ahead.
Oh my God, I've never seen you move so fast.
Hey, Pat jerked his out of there pretty quick.
He took it off that limb.
Kind of took a liking to it, didn't you?
That's not the fish that went up on it the first time,
Oh
though.
man! Oh, I'll throw it right in. I don't know if I can reel nothing out there that fast.
You saw her come up on.
Yeah, I hit the water just like that, and the wake was the bait was waking, and she come up behind it and just made a bigger wake and just kabooshed it.
Crashed it, huh?
I mean,
Would you say there's a little action out here this morning?
they're in here.
I mean, we catch them on anything.
Yeah.
Not anything, but
Anything we've thrown.
yeah. We got stuff over here in tackle box we ain't caught them on yet, but I'm tired of tying on stuff. They want it all.
Really?
I guess that's why you bring so much. Would you put this lake in one of your top 10, Ken, for
Yeah, probably top 3 or 4.
having fun and catching fish?
Big ones and lots of them, man. That's what's good about this place. I mean, you get bit all the time, but you better be ready because the next bite might be Godzilla.
Well, that's it. That's the way Ron's always promoted this lake as a trophy lake, and
That's that.
sometimes you get them and sometimes you don't. But boy, you stand a chance of getting one anytime you put a bait in the water.
At any time you need any kind of field testers to go to new lakes, you feel free to call Ken and I.
Well, that's something to think about.
We could volunteer to help Ron, I guess.
Busy.
Volunteer to help Ron
Yeah.
test around for new
We could come
fishers.
down here and guide for Ron probably in the off season.
Off season when they only catch 75 radio a day.
I don't think.
Whoa! Hello,
I don't
good
think.
time.
Get him, Pat.
I don't think.
Can we help you?
What's this here?
I'm not even going to begin with
All
him up in
right,
there.
darling.
Jump him up in there.
Come here and talk to me. Come here and talk to me.
Well, grab him.
I'm waiting for him to open his mouth. He's just a skating around there. Look at there. Showing out. Thank you.
That'll work.
Whew. Man, them fish are so heavy, not to be any longer than they are.
Stout too, aren't they?
I mean, that fish is a load now.
How much?
See, she's been spawning pretty good too.
That fish is spawn.
4.
5?
Good. 4. I like 4.
I like 4. Mean Henri 4.
High five, Pat. Good job.
Let's do better than that. Look at this spinnerbait now.
That's the
Doesn't it look,
spinnerbait reckonest bass I ever saw.
it looks pretty odd, don't it?
These are the spinnerbait reckonest bass.
He's absolutely destroyed my exhaust system on this spinnerbait.
Did me in.
Boy, that was a good bite. That was one of them old blade go dead type bites.
Oh, the blades just went dead?
Yeah, they just went dead. They are in that shallow water. Shallow. You probably haven't hit in there. I know you haven't, Ken.
No, I hadn't hit that hole. I'm trying to get these big ones on the outside here just a little bit.
Yeah.
Catch them a little 4 and 5 pounder.
Was he up there in the mossy moss?
No, he was right out in front of it, Tammy. He was.
Did he come up after it?
No,
No?
no.
Pretty down.
He kind of stayed down there and let me feed it to him.
You had to do all the work.
I had to do all the work till I set the hook, and then he went to work.
Look at there.
What's that?
Look up in there. Ooh, bonk.
What was that?
You just knocked the snot out of it.
Find you a hole in there, fired in there, Tammy.
Ooh, bonk, he said.
Yeah,
Oh, geez.
oh, here's a big one.
Jesus Christ.
We're in big trouble now. Coming right through the tree and all. I ain't saying a word.
I thought that fish was a lot bigger than that.
Sheared nothing but timber coming through there.
Change the lead.
I mean, you talk about a Berkeley Trilene commercial.
I bared down on that one.
He didn't listen, or he had his feet. Oh, here comes Pat.
There's about 4 cards of wood in there.
Well, there's an open spot now. You can pull them through.
He got it.
Roll it. Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Not as big as I
He's not as big as we thought. But he was a pretty nice fish.
made a pretty good swirl.
He was right where you said he was.
Hey, slimy. Ooch. Right where he should have been.
Yep. Right in there. You know, it's one thing to figure them out to get the bite in this lake. When you get the bite, the real job is just starting.
Figure out how to get them between
How to get them to the
8
boat.
jillion bushes to the boat. Hard part. That's the fun hard part though.
You know, it's
I
like
like
those-
figuring out how to catch them. I think about as good as anything. That's why I took up the tournament trail, so like you figure out a different problem every few days. Not that it gets too easy, but it is nice to have a different set of circumstances every few days. It changes circumstances. It changes every day, every few days, even on the same body of water. But didn't get far enough back in there, did it?
Little bitty guy, way back in that timber.
Oh, what a place I can throw. But I ain't even gonna throw.
Well, these
all that.
fish are black across the back.
Yeah, that pretty dark water makes them really pretty.
They are. This water is just perfect. Got the right color of green to it. It's like a pretty fertile little pond. You weren't gonna throw there, were you?
No, I was gonna straighten my spinnerbait up for it.
All right.
Limb in it.
He's got me treed, and he's about as big as a spinnerbait.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
See him.
about as big as a spinnerbait.
They're big enough to tear that tree up and all get out of there.
Yeah, he would have. Well, I ain't figured out yet how he's got tangled up.
What you doing, Tammy?
Well, come off of there. Are you skating one out of there too?
Back here. Doesn't it kind of feel if I can't get hung up back in there too?
Tammy's got one dancing off this other limb. We just got bass hanging everywhere. Gracias, amigo.
Uh-oh, she's got it coming this way now.
Oh, well, you gonna skate yours out across the brush and the timber and... This is why you need big line at El Salto.
Well, for them big fish.
It don't matter how big they are.
You need big line just to have any chance to get your bait back.
That's right. Now, that little guy there don't even weigh, what, 10 ounces, maybe?
6, 8
maybe.
ounces, maybe. Maybe.
And I couldn't move him with that 25-pound string. He had me bushed, big
Be
time.
far enough back up in there and I'll catch a Godzilla.
I guarantee you they're in that stuff back in the back.
She just insists on catching one on that sidekick, don't she?
She likes throwing that thing. Ken, probably not only the bait that we're using, but the way we've been working this spinnerbait is probably the most important part of catching these fish.
Yeah, they're really not hitting it every which way that we really throw it out there and wind it back. It's a matter of fishing the bait instead of just chunking and winding. So basically what I'm trying to do is target a spot, most of these lay down bushes, pull the spinnerbait up to it, and then stop it and let it flutter down. And the blade keeps turning as it goes down. And a lot of these bigger fish particularly are biting the bait as it goes down.
Just kind of helicopters down.
It just sort of helicopters down. The blade turns and it goes thump when they bite it. So it's really, that's the way I like to fish spinnerbait most, is to pull and stop. A stop and go retrieve catches a lot more fish.
Well, in this heavy brush, you know, you're using an underhand cast right now, and we've done a lot of that because you get in with these tall trees and the limbs and you can't really get a lot of swing on your rod. So if you just put the bait in your left hand and just kind of ease it out there, it'll make a quiet entry and you get it right on the target. So learning that underhand cast can be very important.
In this real heavy timber, you see any kind of cast you can get is good if it hits the water. But a long rod, to me, Pat, works a lot better even for a short cast in heavy timber because you've got so much more leverage on the fish. You got so much more leverage, you know, in directing the cast when you make it, particularly a short underhand cast. And so that's why I've been using a long spinnerbait rod for several years now. As a matter of fact, this one I've got in my hands is a Daiwa prototype. It's not even in production yet, but it will be by fall. So
that's a 7-footer, right?
It's a 7-footer with IM6 graphite for sensitivity, because when that blade is just helicoptering down, you need to feel the bait almost like you're fishing a jig, because a lot of times it'll just go thump, or like you said, the blades will stop turning. And sensitivity is important in fishing a spinnerbait slow.
Well, and with that long rod too, you know, all these fish, once you stick them, you get his head up, you've got to keep that fish coming. You can't let him get any leverage on you from that point on.
That's right.
Or these big fish are just going to be gone in this stuff.
And like you said, we're slashing and tearing the timber, pulling them in, and the long rod gives you a lot more leverage. Not only the long rod, but the long extended butt and all. It's two-handed. You can get a lot more force applied to the fish, and we need all the help we can get in this really heavy timber.
Well, even though Ken and I both using 25-pound test line, we've had some 2 to 3 pound fish break us off in this stuff, because they'll get around something and get you wrapped so quick if you let them stay down in the water.
Right.
You get their head up and just keep them coming, and you've done a super job of that today.
I like this part.
Let's go catch some more.
I can get one more probably.
Stay with us. We'll find you some more big ones. Be right back. Ah, get him on this side of the boat. This side over here. Boy, you think that fish don't know what he's
wherever
doing?
he wants to.
Ow.
Let him jump one more time, then get him. Well, there's
All
nothing
right.
wrong. Beat you to death with that heart throb. Boy, these
Big
fish
bass.
like it.
He be all yours. Tammy, he has definitely put it on us, I should say.
Don't tell me.
Well, you get me in the front of the boat. I mean, I get
Well, I
all
know,
the,
but
get all the easy ones.
We have to kind of pacify him, don't we?
When I get hogs,
It has some sort of population control. Hogs, we just feed the little sister to the hogs.
If you throw it in here, you can definitely get bit. The trick is the throwing part.
Well, then the winding them in part's not real easy. Oh well, I'll throw another direction. Oh, there he was. Oh, he ain't good. Look out, falling timber.
Well, he was in there though.
Uh-huh. It's gonna be rough to leave this and go all the way to
Oklahoma.
hang on.
Gosh.
Go faster.
I think he's
I
gone.
think he's gone.
No, he's still there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still there.
Where is he?
He's there. Just keep coming.
I see his spinnerbait.
He's there.
I got him. I got him. Oh, Ken, don't let him get off.
Oh, open your mouth.
Yeah. Oh, what a fish! What a fish!
Nice one. Good grief.
I should have thrown in there after all.
Now, right there is what this lake's all about.
Wow.
Could you believe where that fish come from? And to do all of that.
There's your 25-pound big game holding that.
Look at this spinnerbait.
That's nice.
How big? How big?
How many? 1, 2, 3,
8, yeah.
8.
That's about what I'd say.
That's an easy 8.
Wasn't easy though, was it?
I'll tell you what, I'm still shaking.
I thought he was gonna beat you, bud.
I am still shaking.
Good job, Pat. I'd brag a little bit more, but I'm going to see if I can't catch it.
Get you one, Tammy. I'm gonna turn this old gal loose right back here where she's nesting. Sweetheart, you did a super job.
I thought you was going to lose her. You did good.
Optimism.
There she goes. Another skater.
Here he comes. There he comes. I like that.
What do you think of this?
You just can't catch them in the open stuff. They way back in there in that stuff.
Tammy's gonna take your picture.
Yes. Depends, that's the biggest one you've caught.
Not.
How was that, Pat?
That was great. What do you think? It's been a pretty good day, huh?
It's been a wonderful day.
Only problem with this is just having to leave it, I guess.
Really? I'm not ready to leave.
We could have done this another 2 or 3 days easy if they'd have just had room for us. Ron's real busy right now.
I can see why.
We're gonna come back here next year, I guarantee it. This lake is tremendous. That's all you can say about it.
I've
Full
learned a
fish.
lot about my fishing down here. I mean, you can practice up on a lot of things.
You definitely can. You can do anything you want to do. You can catch them, just reach in your tackle box and
Really?
get something out and throw it. You're gonna get bit on it.
We haven't tried anything
That's-
that we haven't got back
That's the good part of it. The accommodations are great, the food's great, people are great. This lake is phenomenal. It's been great having you, Ken.
Anytime. All right, I'll go anytime. This
You
kind of
too.
stuff.
Enjoyed it, Pat. I'm ready to come back.
Okay, come see us.
Alrighty.
We'll look forward to seeing you next week on our next episode of The American Angler.
Bye.
From El Salto, hasta luego.
Adios.
Adios.